just saw the title.
And we like, hey, welcome to another episode of Sleazy Sports. And today I'm joined by Joshua. What's up, bro?
I'm all good, bro. How are you doing?
I'm well, bro. This is a dope title, bro.
It's the perfect title. If anyone's wondering why we started the show laughing, the
And
title of the show is why we're laughing.
it's the, bro, it's the Avengers, bro, or even the Infinity
Yeah,
Stones, bro. Like,
yeah.
literally, I think we should just start it from there, bro. Like,
Yes,
yo,
sir.
like, for you, how do you feel about the acquisitions that we've made in top management?
Bro, so I think we've spoken about Barada before. We've spoken
Yeah,
about Claude Blanc. We've spoken about Brailsford. But they came with Ineos and obviously Barada from City. But I think getting Ashworth, especially at the price that we got, apparently we only ended up paying around 3 million, which is far off from
three.
what Newcastle wants. Yeah, I saw a
Yeah,
thing that said it was 2.7 between there and 3. And apparently Newcastle wanted 20.
they
So for
crazy.
that price, yeah. And then on top of it, I heard the news last night that we got Christopher, I think it's Vivelli, I think that's or
Yeah,
Viali, or so he's
yeah,
coming in as head of our recruitment. He was at Chelsea, he was at Leipzig, I believe. So you know
and
what?
Salzburg. Yeah,
Yeah, those are two huge pulls. We didn't have this before. We
yep,
never. I mean, our recruitment CEO, director,
yeah.
director of
Uh,
football, chief executive, vice chairman. It was one person. It was the
what
same
person,
person.
bro?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, look, bro, I'm excited, and I think
yeah,
right now is the best time because it's the 1st of July. They can come in, get moving on the transfer window, which is, that's
yeah,
the next step now in terms of recruitment. But I did also see something earlier today that we didn't speak about earlier when we were speaking, is that
yeah.
they did this internal review and apparently they're laying off 250 employees at Manchester United. Out of,
Oh
I think it
my
was around 1,100, so 250 are being laid off.
love,
Yeah,
yo, that's a lot of people, bruh.
yeah. Apparently,
That is
our staff structure is just bloated beyond belief. We have the biggest staff structure, I think, of the big six. Liverpool are closest with, I think it was somewhere like 950 to 1,000. So, I mean, it really shows how much business Ratcliffe means if he's cutting costs like that to that extent, especially.
yeah. Yo, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
So many retrenchments, bro.
Mm,
Like, yo, that means it's not just only at top level, because of course we all assume that they'll most probably fire the guys at the top
yeah.
and change the structure of the club. But 250
Mm.
people, oh my goodness, that's
I can't even
crazy.
think from which departments. It's probably like, HR,
Yeah,
admin, maybe some on lower level in terms of like football, maybe under 18s, under 21s, you never know. But
hmm,
250, that's a lot of people. That is
that's a
an
lot of
insane
people.
amount of people.
Hmm. That is that's a lot as well. Considering even a football club. I mean, this is not like a bank,
Yeah,
or you know what I mean. This is a football club, so that's a lot of people, bro, for a football club. But you know, I hope they find employment. Of course, to say
yeah,
that.
no, same. It's never
Yeah, yeah,
easy to lose your job. I mean, look, I
yeah.
wish them the best, but if they are football people, then more
Mm,
often than not, they would get into something relatively quickly. I know earlier in, I want to say
yeah,
May or June, Ratcliffe gave a sort of thing where he said, okay, you're either coming back to, the office full time or you're getting
yeah.
retrenched because a lot of these guys are working from home. So that was a just like
Damn.
cost-cutting exercise. So looks like he's very strict, looks like he means business. Look, I'm all for it. Obviously, I hope the best for those 250
Yeah,
and whoever else decides to leave. But I think for the sake of the club, maybe the cuts are needed. I'm not sure exactly how much that's going to cover off in terms of a wage bill, but
mm,
it all adds up, I guess.
yeah. No, no, no. It really does. It really does, bro. But for them to cut to fire so many people rather, or let go
Mm,
of a lot of people, Do you think that financially they don't have the money that maybe you and I perceive that they'll have?
That's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they were
Mm.
not as wealthy. I mean, look, Ineos is a multi-billion dollar company. Sir Ratcliffe
Yeah,
has multi-billion in terms of assets, but in terms of
yeah,
liquid cash flow, you're not going to know exactly how much it is. And I mean, look, salaries for 250 people is probably like what, 7 or 8 million pounds a year, if
yeah.
that. What is that going to do? Is that going to make such a big difference? Who are you going to
Exactly. Oh
sign for 5 million and then pay him 2 million in wages? Maybe they just said, okay, it's a cost-cutting thing. They're going to reinvest that or do something. I saw this morning that they're changing the layouts of the seats in the Stretford End. They were changing
yeah,
and redesigning the tunnel, the players' tunnel. I mean, we spoke last week about the 50 million into the training ground. Was it the week
yeah,
before? But yeah, look, things like that shows me that there is money, but when you're cutting out 250 people
yeah.
of
That's a lot.
jobs, yeah, that's an insane
That's,
amount of people.
it gives me that Barca vibe where remember when they sold the TV rights and changed what again? They sold the naming rights to the stadium. It gives me that sort of vibe personally.
Yeah. Look, hopefully I don't think we're that bad. I don't think anyone in Europe is that bad. Even the
Yeah,
clubs that have gone under, like they didn't even, try to be as shameless as
yeah.
Barcelona. I know Barcelona were trying to host weddings at the Camp Nou and stuff like that.
Listen to that.
So, so I, I don't think anyone, is like, especially operating at the top of Europe is that bad.
Yeah,
But
mm,
look, you know what? I also think it's a matter of cleaning out the damage done from the Glazers. I think
yeah,
that's another way to look at it because they overinflated, and I mean, if they were overinflating on transfer fees, imagine what they're doing with staff salaries and stuff like that.
yeah,
That's something else to consider.
yeah. No, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. But yeah, man, our club, man, I'm not too sure, bro. Because even like we wanted Ten Hag out, right?
Mm,
But it seems as if they kept him because I'm sure there was a clause, I'm sure in his contract, performance bonus if he wins a trophy,
mm,
and of course, if we sack him before the contract ends. And so for me, I like when we didn't sack him, I felt that it may be a money issue because of that.
mm,
I was under that impression that I mean, if you can't sack a manager, usually payouts are like 10 bar. 10 bar
yeah.
is not a lot for our
Mm,
institution. This is not Norwich or West Brom. You know what I mean? This is
mm,
Manchester United, and yeah, man, it's. Let me just say, my feet are on the ground. I haven't yet,
mm,
you know, bought into to everything, but them sorting out the football structure, like from the beginning, I started this YouTube channel. I even told CK and them that guys, our club it's a structural issue.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
really need to sort
Always has been.
ourselves up at the top, bro. We moving like an organization. We were moving like a SOE, bruh. Let
Mm.
me just be honest. We're really moving like a SOE, my G. Yeah. And
We
you
were
know,
really in the
yeah,
pits. In
we
terms of
were.
organizational structure, there
Yeah.
wasn't any. There wasn't one. There wasn't a
There was
structure.
at
There
all.
wasn't.
One person did all those roles, bro.
Exactly.
All those roles. This
Exactly.
guy's Thanos, bro. Like literally Thanos, dog. Like really, bro. Like all those structures, all those portfolios alone. Or maybe with your team. Nah, dude.
Mm,
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. It's a crazy assignment. And I'm glad that the people who have come in as well, it's guys who have a good reputation
yeah.
within
Yes.
football. And as well, I like how swiftly we got things done. For a
Hmm.
change, they announced, like even the guy that they recently announced, I never knew we were gonna go for him. I
Hmm.
literally did not know. But boom, So hopefully our signings can also be that way. We need to move like Chelsea under Abramovich. That's one thing I used to envy about Chelsea. Chelsea used to do business, bro. Remember even
Yeah.
with Hazard, they
Mm.
literally took him
Oh,
from
bro,
us. That was our
bro,
player, bro.
that
That was
that
our
was one of the
player.
most hard. I think I must have been like 11 or 12, and I
Yeah,
kept up with Hazard because I used to play FIFA and stuff, and he was just so
yeah,
good. So I started watching. I used to turn on League One just to see the
yeah,
highlights of him, and
yeah,
he was in our hands. Hazard was here.
yeah.
We met with Ferguson.
Our
It
head,
was so close, and then Chelsea won the Champions League, and he chose Chelsea.
dude.
So yeah.
Oh man, like you see stuff like that, bro. Like we need to also start moving that way, bro. We need to be very efficient in the market
Mm.
and get players who are going to suit the philosophy. And I mean, another person who's come in, Ruud van Nistelrooy, another random recruitment. Let's be honest, no one
and
saw that coming.
and the go-ahead Eagles manager. We poached another team's manager to come and be the
Like,
assistant at United. It's weird.
look,
It's
like
very
even
weird.
that, yeah, yeah. Like, can you expand on that, bro? Like, because even that as well. I'm like, okay, why Ruud out of all people?
So I know Van Nistelrooy was the manager at one of these Dutch clubs. I
It's it's
want
it's
to say
it's
the name in
Eindhoven.
case I'm wrong. Was it
It's
Eindhoven? Yes. Okay.
Eindhoven. Yeah, he had Gakpo, bruh. He even won the FA Cup, the Dutch FA Cup.
Yeah. I know he did do like pretty well to an extent, especially at
Yeah,
what's considered a, let's be honest, a lower level of a division, especially not like how they were back in the day. But I mean,
yeah,
I think it's also a case of bringing in someone who knows the club, who loves the club, and who is loved by the club and the fans.
yeah,
But as for the other guy, I did not know he existed until I saw something that he's coming in as an assistant for Ten Hag. And so from what I know, it's that Ten Hag asks for this as part of his new
mm,
contract that he's getting. And we were talking, you were mentioning Ten Hag about how we wanted him out. Look, I thought he was a dead man walking after that Palace game. I mean,
literally.
yeah, it was bad. It was very bad.
Mm,
When I first came here onto the show, I was like, 50-50. And as the season went on, I started leaning more and more and more to him leaving. And then eventually it wasn't just a case of me like saying, okay, he must go, he must go, he must go. It was a case of how can he stay? It seemed
yeah,
like the environment was toxic, that the players weren't playing for him. But then you watch that FA Cup final, and you're like, okay, now what happens? But then I
yeah,
think the question after that was there was no one to replace him. Like, yeah, we can talk about Van Nistelrooy and this other. I think his name is Heike or Hake or whatever it is.
yeah.
But who was going to replace Ten Hag? Look, we don't want Graham Potter. I don't think anyone wanted Graham Potter. I didn't want
No
De
way.
Zerbi. Uh, Tuchel was an option, but I don't think he would have been what the new structure wanted. And there was
Mhm.
Pochettino. There was
Yeah,
Pochettino, but I think maybe Ineos looked at it as a bad move to take someone else's recently sacked manager.
yeah,
Especially a team like Chelsea who were underperforming for, let's be honest, the majority of last season. They only really picks up at the end.
yeah,
Even Cichle can vouch for that if he's watching. But I think with Ten Hag, it's like, okay, he's gotten the structure. He does seem to have the backing of the players. I'm prepared to give him one more season. I have to say that FA Cup saved him. It saved him.
yeah.
100% saved him.
I
Saved
did.
him to the moon and back.
And as well, City did him a favor. Those guys were drunk. Let's be honest, bro.
You really, honestly.
Jägermeisters and tequilas, bro. Hey, that shit takes time to get out of your system, especially for guys like Kyle Walker, who's in his mid 30s. Hey, it's
Yeah,
difficult.
yes.
Yeah.
And he's been having a stinker of a Euros as well. You'll get to England. You'll get
Yeah,
to
we'll get
England
there.
before
Yeah, we'll get
before
there.
that becomes the next half an hour. So
Yeah.
with United, it's
Mm,
give him just I want to say give him next season. He deserves it because look, the injuries don't help as well. The structures all over the
yeah.
place. And also, I think maybe on a personal level for him is that okay, you're getting new, okay, let's just call them owners coming in. You don't know if
Yeah.
they want to sack you or not. That's always going to be a sticking point. So we've got the structure and we are moving pretty fast on transfers. There's three that do look pretty likely that we were
Yeah,
talking about earlier as well. So if we can get them, and two of the three I am very keen on.
yeah,
And if we can get them, I'd be happy. I do believe we need to make sales if you want to get anyone after those three. But I think those three are three of the priority positions for now, and the three being Xerxes, Delict, and Igate, who
yeah,
if anyone watching remembers when we talked about my dream CDM signing, it was Igate back when he was at Lisbon. So for
yeah.
me, I am very excited if we get
Mm,
him. Delict as well. Injuries
yeah,
have hampered him a bit, but I think actually right now of the three, that seems to be the most likely one. It's
yeah,
just about agreeing a fee with Bayern Munich. They want I want to say I think it's like 42 million pounds. We want to offer I think it's like 34, 35. With Xerxes is the one though, bro. That's the one
yeah,
I'm not sold on. That's the one I
yeah,
can't say I've watched him, but he's 6'4" and he's fast. Now, when you look at Hoyland, he's 6'2" and he's fast. So what are we trying to do there? It's not like
yeah,
Xerxes old, experienced striker. He's young.
yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
exactly. He
This
isn't.
is
What he says right. He isn't make
yeah,
sure. The injuries haven't helped. But
yeah,
I I'm not exactly opposed to spending 35 million on a player who can be world class,
yeah,
especially someone who's only 24.
100%.
Yeah,
No, no, no,
it's just
100%.
Xerxes though. Xerxes
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not for me, I don't think.
yeah. For me, bro, I won't lie to you. I only watched a few YouTube clips of him,
Mm,
and of course, I can't really make a full conclusion
mm,
um, because I haven't actually seen him play. He played for a very
mm.
good team. I mean, Bologna made the Champions League. I think they
Yep.
qualified. They finished in the top five. So they qualified for the Champions League, and he also played a huge part in it. He seems like he's good at link up play for me. He
Hmm.
gives like that's the only attribute I've like when I was watching the videos where I'm like, okay, this guy knows how to link up play,
Hmm.
which is, I mean, it's good to have a forward who knows how to, when the ball is passed to him, it sticks.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
at least with that will also help Rashford, even though you and I we're not really his biggest fans. But
Yeah.
when he had Virgos, he was scoring a lot of goals, and so
Yeah.
yeah, man. You got, of course, your boy Ugarte is a
Yeah.
baller, bro. Like, he's a solid CDM. I
Unbelievable.
like CDMs
Unbelievable.
who are good on the ball, bro. Like,
Hmm.
and who are ultra press resistant. That's another
Hmm.
thing that I like about Ugarte. He is press resistant, bro,
Hmm.
and that's what we
Hmm.
need in our team. We don't have a lot of players who are comfortable on the ball, bro. I mean, you see when you watch teams, especially elite teams like your Man Cities, your
Hmm.
Reals, like the players are very comfortable on the ball, even in tight spaces, bro. They know how to wiggle their way through. And so
Hmm.
Ugarte has that, and as well, he's got an engine. Yeah,
Bro,
good.
what
And
I
he's got an
like about
engine.
Igate is he's one of
Yeah,
those CDMs that are aggressive.
yeah,
If you have the
true.
ball, they are coming to get
Mm,
the ball from you. And you know what? Usually with those aggressive CDMs, a trait that you would, you know, say is lacking is that being comfortable on the ball, but he has that. He is comfortable on the ball. He is press resistant. I don't know how. He doesn't he
yeah.
doesn't look he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who's press resistant, but he is. He
Mm,
is also with him. He's your simple CDM where he will break the play and he'll give it off to a more creative player, and that
yeah.
is something we have lacked since probably Roy Keane.
Mm,
So I am so keen for him. I think PSG want between 30 and 40 there. It's also an issue of just agreeing that fee and his hours. But I know with
yeah,
him and Delict, it's just about waiting for the Euros and the Copa to finish
yeah,
before anything happens there. But X Pro, I
yeah.
can't even. Nah, 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 nah. What do you say? Nah.
Hey, he's a water carrier, Ngolo. Ngolo is a water carrier.
He has surprised
Solid
me.
one.
He
Yeah.
has surprised me at this Euros. He
Indeed.
really
Hey,
has.
bro. He's been giving 7 out of 10s or more,
Mm.
bruh. Like, I think he's France's best player, bro,
Best
personally,
player.
bro. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
and it's that's saying a lot when you look at that team.
yeah.
France's team is not supposed to have their CDM as their best player, but he is,
Mm.
and he
It
has been.
is. Yeah,
So
ish, dude. Let's get Ugarte, Budise, bro. Let's try someone new,
yeah.
dog. I think Ugarte is solid, bro. I like the aggression. Um, if yeah, man, it's yeah, it's looking promising more than
Mhm.
anything. Looking very promising, and hopefully, man, we implement like yo. I hope our strategy works, bro. I just want
Yeah.
to see us move forward, bro. You know, I was having this conversation with Zoe, right? I was with them not too long ago, and I was like, Licha as a DM
Mm.
for you. How do you see what I see? Because Licha,
I see the vision, but I
yeah,
think this was Ten Hag. It was Ten Hag who said that the
yeah,
problem with Licha at DM was he doesn't have the
yeah,
legs. He has absolutely everything else. He has the
yeah,
ball mentality, and he's ridiculously he is our best line breaker in that
yeah.
entire team. But I
He
think it was
is,
Ten Hag
dude.
himself that said he doesn't have the legs and the engine. Plus, after the horrible injury that he had, I think
Mm,
let's just ease him in. Which again,
yeah,
Varane should have just we should have just kept Varane. We should have
yeah,
just kept
bro.
Varane.
Like that for me, it really didn't sit well with me, bro. I won't
Yeah.
lie to you. I mean, that experience, bro. That leadership.
Mm,
That's guys. I mean, as much as you can have a talented team, but there's the intangibles also play a huge role, man. They
mm.
really do. A player's personality, where they've got that dog in him, you need that, bruh. You really do need that. And yeah, man, us getting rid of him is I think we're gonna keep Cass.
Hey,
What do you
boys.
say?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's it was good, man. What's good, bro. I thought we were
Don't
busy. That's why.
criticize. No, I
Yeah,
was, I was, but I mean, I caught you guys, so I can spare a few
yeah, yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Perfect, perfect, bro. I know. Thank you for tuning in, dog.
No worries.
But yeah, you heard the convo. We're not gonna repeat ourselves because you're here in the conversation, dog. Literally, literally.
Guys, leave
So
my
yeah,
Ngolo alone. We need a player like Ngolo, guys. Let's be honest. We need a
but
guy that can work
Mm.
hard.
Ogate is like that.
Yeah.
Ogate works, bro.
Similar.
Ogate
Very similar.
works, bro. I won't say he's on Ngolo's level, but he's a runner, bro, a water carrier.
Mm.
He can run,
I
you know.
bro, I haven't seen enough of him to. The thing is, I
Yeah,
think where we are, and I think we try to do it with Casemiro, right?
Mm.
Is there's an element of experience that's required in a six of that caliber.
Yep.
And I think Ngolo's got it. He's got also EPL experience where he's dominated in the EPL. So I'm not saying build around him, but at least you have that flexibility for any young players that are coming up to be able to sort of take over and have a benchmark. But where we definitely lack, new owners or not, we have a coaching issue, guys. I mean, can Ten Hag
Mm.
carry us through? I don't think so.
yes,
I don't think he's the right coach with the right mentality, if I should call it that, to A, win the dressing room and get the best out of the players, and also be able to coach the players to become the best they can be. I mean, you look at a Cole Palmer, you can see where he comes from, man.
Mhm.
Just watch him. You can see that this guy has been nurtured
yeah,
into a world class player at what, 20, 21. I mean,
Mm.
it's unbelievable to watch. I don't think Ten Hag has that capability. And I mean, I'm a guy that values Jadon Sancho. So,
Mm.
I mean, you look at what happened with
yeah,
him, he could not get the best out of him at all. And then he moved to Dortmund. Yes, we can call it Farmers League, we can call it what we want, but the guys got to the final of the Champions League and he was starting.
Mhm.
So, yeah, man, I think it's bigger. There's an element of experience required, but we had an opportunity that we slept on to replace Ten Hag.
yeah. No, we did. I fully agree with you, fam. Like
Mm.
I hope he what's this word? He proves me wrong. Personally, that's
Mhm.
all I'm hoping for, bro. Because at the end of the day, we all want Man United to do well. That's
Yeah.
all that we want. We want to see a style of play. We want to be competitive. I'm not expecting us to win the league immediately, but
Mm.
there needs to be an improvement. When we play against Arsenal, we need to, especially at home, we need to get
Yeah.
a minimum, a draw at least, bro. Or we beat
No,
them.
I won't accept a draw. Not against Arsenal. We beat
Yeah,
them. We beat them in our first
yeah, I
season.
know,
Yeah,
I
win
know,
all our home
I know.
games.
Yeah, I know. You're right. You're right. But I'm just saying we need to be more competitive. Even when we go to the
Mm.
Emirates, we need because
Yeah.
we've been losing at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. I don't know how many. When last did we win at Emirates Stadium? It's been a
Under
I think it
long
Solskjaer.
time.
was.
Under
I
Solskjaer.
think it was when under Solskjaer when
Under
we
Solskjaer.
beat them in the FA Cup. I think
Oh,
it was. That was like
Yeah.
yeah. I'm talking about in the
2019.
league. I'm talking about in the league, bro. In the league, gents. I think it's Fergie, bro. Or Van Gaal. No, yeah, Van Gaal. Remember that time where Di Maria passed to Rooney, and then Rooney, dog, we were wearing the blue
Yes,
clothes.
yes, 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 yes. That was
Yeah, and
2014.
24, and dude, that was a nice, oh, bro, but it was a nerve-wracking win, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nerve-wracking, dog. It was
I do remember
tough.
that game.
Yeah, that game, dude.
15,
Hey,
no, 16, no, 17,
But
no,
but a
18,
lot of
no.
these top coaches at these
mm,
at guys like when we went to the Etihad, when we went to Emirates,
yeah,
under Solskjaer, guys, we didn't lose those games.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
lost
we
to
didn't.
the Villas
yeah,
of this world, the Southamptons of this world. We never lost in big matches.
Mm.
And I mean, hey,
yeah.
but they've beat Ten Hag. They gave him.
There was
They
a
gave
point you
him.
made earlier,
Hey,
Mood. You
Ten
said,
Hag has been struggling. Even Liverpool. Yeah,
oh, sorry. Yeah, there was a point you made earlier,
I beg
Mood.
your
You said
pardon?
when you spoke about Palmer, and you said that you can see where he comes from. You
Mm,
can tell who he's been coached
Mm,
by, how he's
mm,
been nurtured, and the style he's been playing.
mm,
Now,
mm.
where at United do you see any one player that you can say, yeah, that's a Ten Hag player, that player has been coached by Ten Hag, that guy
Eh,
plays the style of football Ten Hag wants to play, and that is the way forward. And that's my problem with Ten Hag. It is the
eh,
coaching problem.
and all
yeah.
he's doing is he's fetching his ex Ajax players, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Onana,
Mm,
De Ligt, Big Six, Martinez.
mm.
Um, he wanted Frankie at
Anthony.
Barcelona. Yeah, Anthony. And I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot about
really,
Anthony.
I mean, they were a one-season wonder. I mean, it was that one season where they got to the semis, where
Yeah.
they beat Juve in the Champions League quarterfinals.
Mm,
It was that season that then put him on the map, that rated him high. But since then, what have they really done? I mean,
mm.
you forget about Frankie even in that Barcelona squad. De
Yes.
Ligt has
Yes.
gone to Juve. He's gone to Bayern. He's played a lot more at Bayern, I would say, than he did at Juve. But for me, he hasn't been what we saw in that one season as a
Mm,
19-year-old captain, in that squad. So, and hence I'm saying that for me, he's not make sure, man. Like, what is he going to
yeah.
bring to us?
mm,
Someone posted his stats. Maguire has better performance stats than that guy, guys, and we all know how we
nah,
all feel about Maguire. Yeah,
nah, dog. He's not. I refuse to I think the lift is better than
no,
Maguire,
I'll
bro.
send you, but
He,
I hear you on maybe on the eye,
yeah,
but
I
Yeah.
on the
but
eye.
numbers
Eye
don't lie.
test.
And
The
remember,
league passes
maybe
the
because
eye test.
I'm a numbers person, but numbers don't
Mm,
lie.
yeah.
Numbers
Yeah,
don't
hey,
lie,
True.
Steve. In
hey,
the
man.
air, the amounts, and it's almost double the performance and double the stats from interceptions to tackles to aerial duels won to across the board. He's got almost the
Mm,
double. He's got almost double the ratings, if I should call it that, than De Ligt does. And
Yeah,
Maguire did give us a performance in the back end of last season.
yes. A
He
hundred
did.
yeah,
percent.
He did. He stepped up to become the Maguire we've all wanted to see for the past 3-4 seasons that we've had him.
Mm,
So for me, it's you're gonna bring him and bench. Firstly, who? I mean, we couldn't get the best out of Casemiro. That guy has 4 Champions Leagues, man. And Varane, 4 champions. Oh, my man,
dude.
come on, come
mm.
on, come on, come on.
I
So
Yeah,
think it's a case of
and
bad coaching, like you said. It has to be. It has to be. The change from that first season to that second season was just completely different. And you can blame injuries to an extent, yes, but at what point does it become okay, he just coached the team badly? There was no tactical style. I mean, at what point could you look at United last season and be like, okay, that's the kind of football we play, let's stick to it. Every game it's throw the mud on the wall and see what sticks. Every game it's give it to Bruno and hope for the best.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. We need to stop this thing of giving it to a single player and hope for the
Mm,
best. Hence
Yeah.
I say, like, even I'm that type of fan. I don't mind even the goals being spread out. It
Mm,
mm,
doesn't need to be one player, because what happens when
mm,
that one player gets injured? You know,
yep.
mm,
when you
mm.
look at teams like that are the creme de la creme, you know, even Dortmund to a large extent, bro. Even if maybe
City,
Sancho
go
was,
to City, Chief. Go
yeah,
to City, Chief.
but I'm just, yeah, it's just that, of course, City and Madrid, yeah, they at the
Yeah.
top when it comes to that, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, there's also other teams, bro, where they still can play their game even though they don't
Yeah,
have a
Mm,
keeper. And
yeah,
that's what I want, bro. Like, we can't be relying on individuals, bro. We just need to move as a
yeah.
collective.
Hello.
And yeah, once I start seeing that, bro, that's when I'll be confident and be like, okay, we are on the right track. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll be back to, having hope again, because watching
mm.
United, especially last season, guys, all fixtures, bro. My heart, all fixtures,
Yeah.
bro. Even FA Cup 3-3, bro, against Preston. Like, nah, bro.
Coventry,
bro.
yeah,
Like, this guy,
Coventry, yeah.
Now there's two games I won't forget. Two.
ah, look,
There's
bro.
the
Yeah,
Chelsea game,
yeah,
right?
yeah. The
Oh,
four.
And then there's
Which one?
the four. Yeah, we were leading that game. Don't forget.
oh.
Big.
Don't
And I was
don't
hurt,
forget
bro. Yo,
that
Yo,
game.
yo,
Chief,
yo, yo,
and
yo,
that
and
was
and we were leading in the
mm,
85th minute. We were leading that game.
yeah,
no, no,
If
no. But
you
this we were leading until like the 93rd minute.
Yeah,
Then they had
exactly.
10, and then oh my God.
yeah,
I'll never forget that game, Chief. I'll never
Yo,
forgive Ten Hag for that game and for the Palace
yeah,
game. Chief, you
yeah.
cannot lose 4-0 to Crystal Palace.
yeah,
4-0.
yeah.
4-0.
Yes.
Aye, come on. Come on.
And we got
Come on.
destroyed,
Yeah, we
guys.
were
We got
outplayed.
Come on.
slapped.
3-6. There was
We were
nothing
out
in that game.
everything. Like, we
Tactically, oh,
everything, Chief. It could have been worse. Even.
mm,
It could have. It actually
It
could
could
have.
have
It could have
been
well
worse.
been worse. That's
Yo,
that's like I think people see that result and they laugh and we take it, but we take
mm,
it knowing that look, it was only four, and that's the only reason we're taking it. But
yeah,
so much of
hey, dude.
Palace outplayed us. I don't remember the last time we got outplayed like that. Besides that, the second half of the 7 against Liverpool, where it was just
Hey,
they
yeah,
counter
yeah, yeah,
attacking and just scoring
yeah. Hey,
every chance they had.
dude.
And like that Palace game, I think that for me, that was when I was like, how does this guy stay at this club after
Exactly, bruh. That for
yeah.
me, it was that moment where I was like, that's it. This guy needs to
that?
get out of here. He needs to leave, bruh. But yeah, guys, last 30 minutes. Yeah, whew, last 30 minutes. I wanted us to discuss the Euros. And yeah, what do you say? I'll start with you because you've been quiet on the group. You haven't been saying nothing. I don't know what's going on in your life, bro. Are you good? Like, are
No,
you
I'm good. I'm
fine?
healthy, Chief. Hey,
Yeah, that's what's up.
it gets a bit
Yeah,
rough, Miss. But
yeah, of course. Of
yeah,
course, of
look, I mean,
course.
okay, ask your question on the Euros and I'll jump.
Yeah,
So I
not,
think the
yeah,
beginning stages I didn't watch a lot of it, right?
yeah,
I watched bits and pieces and highlights. And the first real game that I actually watched properly was the Portugal Slovakia game, or Slovenia, or whoever they were
yeah,
playing the other day when Ronaldo missed the penene. Yeah, man, I
yeah.
think yeah,
You
I
don't look
actually
like you
think
insecure.
no, man. I haven't been. I mean, I've watched a bit of France when they drew 1-1. I can't remember who they were playing the other day. I've watched a bit of England. I actually think Portugal will win this. I actually do.
Mm.
Yeah, guys, come on. That's not happening. They're going out on Friday.
That that point that Modise was talking about, like I think I don't even blame him for not watching these games because this has been one of the most drab and boring international tournaments in recent memory.
bro.
Nothing has
Even
happened.
AFCON is
Nothing.
better. It's better,
Yeah,
bruh.
10
bro, the
times
AFCON
better.
tournament,
AFCON was
excitement
exciting.
every single game. Either someone is scoring the
Um,
best goal of their
Yeah,
careers, or someone is doing something stupid, but there's action, and
yeah.
there's good football. Here, it's
and
like, okay, scored, past the
Cape
buck.
Verde was performing at the AFCON. Cape
Yeah,
Verde, bro. I mean,
Dude,
come on.
such
Um,
a snooze. I mean,
that's
England, bro,
crazy, dude.
England. Just, I mean, we've talked about this. What are England doing? How did they even win that game? This most recent game?
Dude,
Pathetic,
now
pathetic.
I don't know, bro, how? Because, bro, Slovakia as well, I am sure, bro. Like,
yeah,
I
they
felt
played
so
well.
sorry for
No,
them,
they
bro.
bowled. They
I'm like,
bowled.
they
They,
played so
yeah,
well,
yeah,
only for them to concede, to make
yeah.
Mm,
Jude. Like, guys, let's talk about Jude, guys. He's a good player, and it's okay to be
mm,
good. For me, that's what I
mm,
think. He's a good player. I think he's a good player. He's just got moments of brilliance, and let's be honest, that's what makes you more memorable as a player. It's you
mhm,
scoring in key moments, bro. It's like
Eh,
Drogba. Drogba used to
yeah.
score in key moments, and that's why he's memorable. So even with Jude, I mean, that goal, bro, it was a great finish, bro. Great,
mhm.
great, great
when
finish.
when it matters, and that's
Yeah.
all
When
that.
it,
Chief, I always tell people at work, and I always tell my team that two types of people are always remembered: the best and the worst, right?
Mhm,
And it's moments like that that make you the best and that people will forever remember, because that's
mhm,
the difference between you guys winning the Euros, getting to the final, getting to the semifinals, and being knocked out very early in the last 16 or in the quarterfinals. When it matters, you step up. So you play the full 90 minutes. You're running the full game. Yes, you are absent here and there, but when it mattered, you are able to step up. And
mhm,
and that's what I mean. That you watch players like that, and you look at Jude. First of all, it's pure talent, right?
mhm,
He's like a Messi for me. Like there's just pure talent there. He's a hard worker, yes, but it's just pure. Football is in his blood, man. Like
mhm.
he just knows how to ball, and he can't shine in an England team that is average. I mean, that England team is, and it's not average because of the caliber of players that they have. It's average because of the manager who has no plan.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you as a player have to come in and sort of just drive it. You look at you look at how even a Declan Rice who performs very very well at an Arsenal under a
Mhm,
good coach, he's well
mm,
coached. You even forget that he's in that England team at the moment.
mhm, mhm,
Kyle Walker has been deadly average, but Jude will forever be remembered by the English fans because when it matters, he steps up, and it shows
mhm.
you where he comes from. That's the mentality at Real Madrid.
yeah, no, no, indeed, indeed, bro. Like, he's clutch, bro. More than anything,
Yeah.
he's just clutch baller. And yeah, man, I just think these big teams in this tournament, they've been oh man,
Mhm,
I've been so
mhm.
disappointed. It's only for me Spain,
Yeah.
where because Spain are firing on all cylinders. That's one team that's just smacking everyone. Like
Mm.
they scoring a lot of goals. Whereas even yesterday's games, I mean, France and Belgium, like, bro. No. That no. Yesterday wasn't France and Belgium. It was thingy. It was the Netherlands and Romania. The Netherlands were
Yeah.
missing so many chances. I got so annoyed because really, dog, like Xavi Siemens, like even with him, man, like you know,
Disappointing.
yeah,
Disappointing.
yeah. Credit to Cody Gakpo though. Gakpo is having a tournament of his career. Yo, he's
Yeah,
having,
it's so weird. Right now, he
yeah,
is the player of the tournament. And like,
yeah,
imagine telling someone that 2 months ago that at the Euros, the player of the tournament is going to be Cody Gakpo. Because look, it's not even a case of he's outshining
dude.
everyone else. It's just that he's playing well, and everyone else who was expected to be playing well isn't playing well. Mbappe, pathetic, disappointing. doesn't seem like he seems like his head is in Madrid already. He's just here to
Yeah,
showcase and then go to the Bernabeu. With Spain, okay, look, take away the fact that Yamal is 16 and that's what they're focusing on. But as a team, they've all just been so good,
Mm.
very good, very fluid. England is like the focus is on everyone as individuals and as stars, but as a team, they've been pathetic. With Portugal, it's always going to be on Ronaldo. Someone else can score, but it's still going to be on Ronaldo. I mean, after the game, they talked about Diogo Costa for 5 minutes, and then after that, it was like, oh, is Ronaldo making Portugal play bad? Is Portugal bad with Ronaldo? Is this Ronaldo? Is that Ronaldo? It's like, guys, come on. A goalkeeper just single-handedly had one of the best penalty shootouts. The last one that I can remember was a South African goalkeeper for AFCON.
yeah, Ronwin,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
That
Ronwen,
was
and everybody forgets that. That frustrates me. They said
exactly.
he's
And
the first
yeah,
goalkeeper to save 4 penalties or 3 penalties in a game. Bullshit, guys.
yeah,
yeah,
mm,
Ronza did it.
yeah. Yeah, Ranza did it. Clean saves, dog. Yeah, but even that chance by Homeboy, the overrated striker from Leipzig.
oh, Sheshko. Yeah, he should have
Sheshko.
scored that. Yeah, he should
Ah,
have scored
come
that.
on.
He should
Dude,
have.
really. And I always tell people the easiest, like, especially if you're one on one with so much space, just go round the goalkeeper,
Yeah.
bruh. Feint, go round.
Yeah, but it's
Round.
big.
And he
It's
would have
big match temperament,
scored.
boy. It's big match
That's
Exactly.
another
temperament.
thing.
Bro.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because bro, that chance, bro, it was a golden opportunity, bro, and he swambled it, bro. He's lucky he doesn't play for England, bro. You know, papers would be on his. Yo,
And the
yo,
disappointing thing
imagine,
with that is that's the guy everyone wants. That's a striker that everyone wanted this
dude,
summer and probably going to go for next summer. And
stocks,
he does.
bro. This is
Yeah.
what happened, bruh. The stock price just plummeted for me personally. We must stay far away from that dude, bruh. I'm fine with him. After
Yeah,
that miss,
he
no
hasn't
way,
had the best Euros either, to be honest. I was
bro. Let's be
expecting this
honest.
Euros to show off a lot of these young players. And besides Goulet and Yamal,
Yeah.
which young player has
Hey,
really
Yamal. Yo.
And Yamal, guys, is very
Oh,
bright. He's
yeah,
exceptional for his age,
yeah,
bro. And as well,
he's
guys,
ridiculous.
his crossing ability,
yo.
Mm,
bro. When last did we see a player cross? Like, remember in the 2010s, it was common seeing Di Maria
mm,
Yeah.
do that.
mhm,
Nowadays,
Yeah.
bruh, like the goal for Fabian Ruiz, dude, that
mm.
was it Ruiz or who? Who scored that header, bro? That
I know which
cross,
header you're talking about. I don't know if it was Ruiz or,
yo.
or
That was
I don't
bro,
know who it
you
was,
would
but I know that
score.
cross.
He said, Tuchel, if you guys were in that position, you would also score. Homie
Mm,
just needed to direct. That's all. Because this
mm.
kid's crossing ability, bruh. It's
As well.
oof,
It's
Mfana
insane.
Ekasi.
It's insane.
Ekasi,
yo,
they say umnandi cow.
yeah,
Oh, that
he's
guy is
man.
he's delicious,
I
man.
see. I see.
He's
Yeah, he's on
too
an
good.
Oh,
apple.
He's too good.
Yeah, he
He
just needs to
has he
work on
has
his
pace for days, bro. He has
bro,
pace for days, and he's 16. He is 16. Guys,
bro.
like,
that one we must check, huh? That one
yeah.
we
Yeah,
must we must
because
For
check.
real,
like
huh?
and another thing is Trisha, he's on set piece duty,
Mm,
Yeah.
bro. At
Mm,
16, he's taking corners, he's taking direct free kicks.
mm,
It's him, the first
mm,
person. That just shows you how special this kid is, bro. And
mm.
this is for Spain, bro. Not
But
just
but he
any
but
other
he is
country.
surrounded by young players. Let's also be
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah,
that's
So it
the thing. Like,
allows
it's not
him to
world
grow.
beaters.
Yeah,
yeah,
he doesn't have. I mean, if in the Fabregas era, I mean, he
nah,
wouldn't be taking the corners and the free
Yeah.
kicks and all that, right?
he would be
For
benching in those areas.
he'd be benched.
That Spain, and that Spain team is too much, dog.
Yeah, so I don't know about benching. I think he could have potentially.
I'm decent.
Not that
Potato.
2010 Spain team.
Nah,
When
not
he's,
that 2010.
even the
Bro,
best players in the world couldn't start for
dude, you
that
wouldn't
team.
even get selected, bro. Like, even selection, bro, that squad was
Yeah.
heat, bruh.
Yeah, no,
Yo,
that's but
bruh, even
I
Katola, Sati
Yeah.
Katola was chilling, him and Mata on the bench, bro.
Mata was
Those
struggling to
guys,
get in that squad, boy. Mata
dude.
Yeah.
struggling to
David
Bro,
make
Silva. David
the
Silva wasn't
23.
a guaranteed starter for that Spain team,
Yeah.
and he was one
even
of the best players in the Premier
No,
League.
no, okay,
dude,
okay. I take it. I
I
take it. I take it. But what
that
I'm
back.
saying is that he's surrounded by young players. It allows
Yeah,
them to shine, which I like. I like the Spain energy, man. I really like it. For a very long time, I didn't rate them, but I mean, their
Mm,
energy now is on another level.
yeah, no, indeed,
yeah,
indeed,
agreed.
indeed.
Agreed.
But okay, guys, I wanted us to discuss one thing. I was also having this discussion with a mate of mine. Strikers, bro. There are no strikers.
Mhm.
Literally,
None. None.
not, bro. Those, like this tournament in particular, bro, just confirmed like what I've always like. I've always like whenever I look at the finishes of old, especially the ones we grew up watching, not even too long
Mhm.
ago, the 2010s, bro. There were so many strikers, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at a team like Argentina, they had a Guerrero, Higuain,
Oh,
Tevez.
oh,
Uh, listen to that, bro.
oh,
Milito.
oh.
Like,
Palacios as well. He was a bit
listen,
shit, but he was there.
yeah, but like they had four elite strikers, four, bruh, in one era. Whereas
Mhm.
now, bro, Julian Alvarez is no way the levels of
But to
those
be fair,
four.
they do have probably one of the most prolific in Lautaro, who is another unreal player. But like, you take away
Yeah,
Lautaro and Kane, and
you
obviously
see,
Haaland, but like, then who?
bro,
What's there?
that's
Who
it.
is there?
That's it. There's no strikers, guys. I personally feel that maybe. Yeah, it's just I even noticed in this tournament when you look at guys like Cisco missing those chances.
Ye-
Um, France, bro, like who's this guy? Turam. Turam
No,
is
just
trash, bro.
no,
I
just
mean,
no.
there's no strikers, bro. Because, bro, like,
Yeah. But the
Isn't the
best
tournament's
strikers
top
in the
scorer that
English
guy from
teams,
Georgia, isn't it?
which one?
yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's guy number
McCoudze,
22.
McCoudze. Yeah, for I
Yeah,
think it's Georgia. He's the top scorer.
this
Nobody
is
knows who that guy is.
dude.
Nobody
Where's
knows who
he
he is,
from,
bro.
dog? Like, yo, hey,
Yeah, but I mean, the top strikers in the world at the moment, um, they play for whack teams. I mean, you look at like a Haaland. Where is
yeah,
he? I mean,
Yeah.
and now we're speaking out and out strikers, right? Number nine.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah.
you look at someone like an Mbappe. He's playing on the wing.
Mm,
Technically, I know that they're positioning him as a number nine, but he's not really playing there a lot.
mm, mm.
yeah.
So yeah, man, I don't know. It's average players, and I mean, I'm just checking now. I mean, one of the top scorers is Musiala. That kid.
This is
Yeah, that's another talent. You're talking
But
about
he's
pure
yeah,
talent. That
but
is,
he's not a number nine. He's not
yeah.
a number
yeah.
nine.
He's not a number nine, bro.
This
He's
though
a
is
guy
so
from
right,
England.
bro.
That
Tony,
strikers.
when Tony came on in that England game, bro, he's the
Yeah,
one that changed it. Those 2 minutes, he
yeah,
changed that game for England. Don't know why
Yeah.
Watkins doesn't get a sniff either.
yeah. I know you're right. I know. Hey, homeboy, he's lucky that he's in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Like I know he's just riding his luck, bro. And yeah, man. Do you guys think they'll beat Switzerland though?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
I
I
think
think
so.
they'll England their way through it. It'll be a boring
Yeah.
drab affair. Might be an
Yeah,
own
Yeah.
goal or a Kane pen or something on
yeah,
penalties, but they won't destroy anyone. They won't.
mm,
Yeah.
I think they'll
yeah.
get to the final because if they beat Switzerland, they'll. I think it's
They play the
Netherlands.
Netherlands,
Yeah, so they might
and
screw an England there, and then they
yo,
meet up
bro,
with Spain in the final, and all hell breaks loose.
everyone I get smoked, bruh.
Yeah.
Hey, but as well, it also will be interesting to see England against. I think stylistically, the Netherlands and England they different. The Netherlands aren't as physical as England,
But
Mm.
it makes
so
it a boring final. If you think of
yeah,
it, it just makes it a
yeah,
boring final. Whoever wins, they're both boring.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so true. That is
You
yeah.
know,
so
That's
it
true.
it it would be nice for me to see a France and a Portugal final. something
Yeah.
like that.
They
I mean,
But it's unfortunate that
exciting
Portugal
football.
are going out tomorrow on Friday. So ish.
the tournament
Aye,
too was a bit
not with
annoying
this
as
France,
well.
chief. France
Yeah.
without Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
Aye, aye. It's not make
But
sure.
they reached a World Cup final without Pogba. So for me, hey, they still have a
Ngenqanqa.
player.
Yeah,
It's
ngenqanqa. Ngenqanqa. Just. Even where they are now, it's just. You are just there.
You're
that
right.
that is
Just.
true.
They haven't scored an
It is true.
open play goal. Actually, no, they did own goal. But that's an own
Yeah.
goal. Nah, it doesn't count.
Chief,
Own
But
goal is the top scorer at this
chief,
tournament.
you need
yeah,
a Bernardo Silva to come to the party, and it's done. It's done.
mm,
It's done.
But
no.
to be honest, though, Modise, even I've noticed it's not just Bernardo, but a lot of these City players, except Rodri, haven't been, doing too well at this
Yeah,
Euros. It's like the two system players at City, so they come into the national team setup and they're very. I'm not going to say bad, but they don't. They look lost. Bernardo has had a few you know, come and goes. Kyle Walker has been trash. Walker has been
Yeah,
an absolute trash show.
yeah.
Rodri, of course, Rodri is going to be Rodri because he's clutch, probably one of the most clutch players in the world. But a lot of the City players are just not clicking it at the Euros.
But at the same time, I also think that there are some big match players, right? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's time now for a Harry Kane to step up, or
Mm,
a Kyle Walker, as you mentioned, to step up, or a Bernardo Silva now to step up, or even a CR7 to step up. He's struggled.
mm,
He's really,
yeah.
really struggled. But they big match players. I mean, if I was thinking when that Portugal game went to penalties, I was like, you know what, Ronaldo, don't take the first penalty,
Yeah.
but it shows you the mentality. It
Mm,
shows you after he scored that I was like, geez, this guy's mentality is unbelievable. It's
mm,
world
yeah,
class, man. I mean, you're under so much pressure because first of all, Oblak dived the right way. He just
mm,
missed it.
mm,
And I mean, for him to then end up scoring it, putting it in the place that he really wanted to put it in, scoring that, calming at and being so calm after missing a penalty 10, 15 minutes before that is world class mentality. So these guys are big match players, man. I wouldn't be
mm.
surprised if they step up now, at all, at all. Pep is probably on the phone with them saying, "Chief, come on, what are you doing, Kyle Walker?
Yeah. True.
Kyle Walker,
True.
you
True.
understand?" But Kyle has a bad manager, man. Yo, that guy's
Yeah.
horrific.
Southgate
yeah,
he doesn't deserve the
Ah,
players that he has. He simply does not deserve it.
oh, Southgate is horrific. His team selection. Southgate is horrific.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
And as well, he's also struggling to find balance, bro. Like I was even telling these gents, bro. What again, Onke? I told them that the issue is gonna be him finding the balance in the team, and it's obvious. I mean, we can create balance within it, but we don't think he can actually see what we see, and that's the crazy part. Because I mean, if he reaches the final, as you say, Trisho, you can't really hate in a way. I mean, from a performance standpoint, he would have
Yeah, that's
gotten
true.
ticked all the boxes and essentially maybe drew a renewal. You know how, and as well,
Oh,
he's also a
bro,
yes man.
bro.
They love yes man. So yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Look, I know we hate on him and we do want him sold, but I think he should have just taken Rashford and he should have just played Rashford because
Agreed.
with how he
Agreed.
uses Kane to hold the ball up, Foden and Saka are not in behind runners. They're not
They're not
sprinting and making runs
exactly.
behind. So what is Kane supposed to do when he gets the ball and he's facing his
Mm,
own? He has to lay
Agreed.
it off. He's not going to make it. Kane isn't a run in behind striker. So who's running in behind?
Here
It's
we
not
don't
Odegaard.
talk about. Yeah. No,
Exactly.
agreed. Agreed.
yeah.
So, but I mean, let's see. I think it's going to be an interesting round of six quarterfinals. This is yeah. It's time for the big players to really step up
Yeah.
now. For me, I mean, you heard Ronaldo telling Costa that you saved me from retirement because this is
Mm,
definitely his last tournament.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got to make way, but I think the team would want to win it for him.
Mm,
Yeah, and I think they're going to go all guns blazing. That's why I think if France doesn't score first, it's probably game over.
mm.
I don't know, probably we'll just have to wait and see, bro, because
Pagi
it's anyway.
Betway. Put the Betway in, Baba. Put the
Look,
Betway in, Baba.
that game can either be the most drab and boring affair, or it'll be like 5-4 or
Yeah,
something stupid like that. You won't
Nah,
get a,
1
a
0.
2-0 or a 3-1, but it will
Nah,
be either or.
1
I think
0,
it'll
Baba.
be a fantastic game, though. I'm
1
very keen
0.
for that game.
yeah, me
1
too. I
0.
believe with Moody's, it's gonna be like those 1-0s. It's whoever scores, because it's gonna be difficult for each team to break. Yeah, like essentially this tournament, like I said, the big teams haven't been the
Fine. Yeah.
greatest. They're not on form. I don't know whether it's exhaustion. I mean, some of these players have been playing a lot of fixtures, bro.
Mm.
Like the Dalo played a shitload of fixtures. Um, and yeah, dude,
But
it's
you know,
crazy.
a game we're not talking about is Spain and Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. A
That's a big game.
Probably the two best teams in
Yeah,
the Euros.
in the tournament.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who's your
Spain and
money on?
Germany.
Oh, Spain.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too. I think they're gonna break their hearts, bro. Germans are gonna cry, dog.
Chief, those guys are at home, guys.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that is another thing.
Hey,
Is with
guys,
Germany
you
it's just
never,
that
it doesn't matter
and
what tournament you're playing, you never, ever,
Right.
ever rule out the Germans. Ever.
yeah.
Doesn't
I know.
matter what tournament they play. When the one was a 2006 World Cup, or which World Cup
It's
did they win?
14. They won
The 14
14.
World Cup. Yeah,
Yeah.
14 World Cup. My man, uh, you didn't entirely see it coming, but they were just
No,
creeping.
yeah. Yeah.
They were just
Yeah.
chief. And in every tournament they make semis or final, quarterfinal here and there, semis, final.
But in
Mm.
recent
For me,
years,
it's experience. Experience is gonna kill Spain there.
Yeah, that is also something. That is also something. When you employ Gavi, you know there's always a chance that you're going to lose. So and Germany has experience, but I think maybe Spain might just out tactic them because Spain play very tactical, very
yeah.
very. That's
Yeah, it,
another.
it would be exciting for Spain to win. It would. I but you feel, guys,
eh,
Germany guys.
oh, I no.
Remember,
Hey, I just hope it's a cracker, bro. I just hope
yeah,
we are entertained. It's not a 1-0. We want to
yeah,
see lots of shots at goal. We want to see guys
yeah,
getting dribbled. It's
yeah.
gonna be an interesting one because I mean, even Germany, they're also firing on all cylinders. They've been scoring a lot of goals in this tournament. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. Crazy. Fine margins separate those teams as well.
Mm,
Come to think of it, fine. Oh, we'll see.
Fana, it's gonna be unbelievable game that one.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
But
will
also
be.
also the Springboks are playing. Let's not forget about our boys.
yeah,
They are
yeah.
playing. Can't ignore them. They're
Yeah, I know
gonna be.
definitely against Ireland. I mean, do you watch rugby, Trisha?
No, not like
At
I watched
all.
the
Oh,
World Cup, but like not. I don't sit
You
and
went to,
watch like.
you went you went to Maritzburg boys, right?
No, 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 no. I wasn't at college. Master college, no.
Oh, you didn't go to because yeah, your brother went there. I thought maybe
Yeah.
you went there because
Mm,
you guys play rugby. It's a good rugby
yeah.
school. Yeah, and
yeah,
cricket
but
school.
just set your TV there, nah? 5:15 kickoff
We
Yeah.
can talk
today.
about the cricket. We can talk about the cricket if you want to
Ah,
talk about the cricket. We can talk about the cricket.
What do you want to say?
yeah.
No, let's hear you
Like,
out. What do you
bro,
want to say?
I
No, no,
literally,
let him vent. What do you want to say? Tell me.
So I'm an India fan, and I
Ah,
feel
okay. Then I
there was
can't
a
talk to you,
point.
but okay.
let's stop. Let's just call it.
No, no. I
Yeah.
think I want to get your feelings on it because you guys had that game in the bag,
Yeah.
and then it just
We chose.
I
We
don't even know
chose.
what happened.
Just say it,
Yeah.
bro.
No, no, we lost it at
Bro,
Classen. We lost it at
Yes.
Classen. and we cemented it at that Miller catch, right? Um,
Mm,
so firstly, I'm a big Kohli fan, massive,
Yeah.
love
mm,
that guy. Geez, geez, I'd lick the floor he walks on, right? Unbelievable player, mentality,
Mm.
technically, he's the definition of cricket for me. The
Yeah.
ideal batsman that you want to watch all the time, and he's knock in those conditions in a World Cup final, his final T20 match, and winning it for them was exciting to watch, right? But being a Protea fan, I mean, in the back of our minds when we were 27 for we needed 27 of 27. I thought, we've got Klaas in there, Miller coming in next. I mean, it's game over. But a player we cannot ever ignore in cricket, Bumrah.
Jasprit, yes.
Bro,
Brilliant.
You.
Brilliant, 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 brilliant.
yes,
You.
Brilliant.
like Melissa,
Hey,
man.
but we can say they choke, guys. But that guy's deliveries.
Yo,
Mm,
they were crazy.
Yes.
They were so even the dot balls, bro. You're like, damn,
mm.
that you do. Yo,
Fun
What are you
and
guys' thoughts
fast.
on the
You
catch?
know when the ball is fast on TV, it's
yeah,
fast. It's fast. It's not.
yeah,
It's 145 plus. It's
Mm,
going. You must. Hey,
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
So yeah, man. I think we just lost it to the guys that actually really, for me, showed up on the day
yeah.
completely from beginning to
mm.
end. So yeah.
But that catch, guys,
Yeah,
for
I was just
Miller,
about to ask.
yeah, I saw highlights. Like, was that in? Oh,
Let's hear the
Oh.
Indian fan.
that at
Let's
six?
let's
Or
let's
So
hear the Indian
I
yeah, let's
saw
say
all of
yeah,
these photos and stuff where it was that the boundary match was past
yeah.
what the actual boundary line was, in which case it should have been a six. I'm not sure if
fan.
I'm not
Mm-mm.
to be honest, even if that was the case, I'm not sure how the umps didn't see that when they were reviewing the catch. No, they didn't see the actual line. For
Did
me, that was a
this?
bit
That's what
nah,
they.
nah, nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah,
you're right. What do you say? They're
nah.
like, here's a
Hey,
bag. They're like,
Trishelle, Trishelle,
this
BCCI owns World Cricket. You're a cricket
yeah,
fan, you know it. BCCI owns World Cricket. When they say jump, you say how high.
Yeah.
They get whatever they want. They do. So it's a career limiting move for you there as the because it could have gone either way. We must be
Yeah.
real. For me,
Mm,
that thing was a six, clear. It's clear
yeah,
six. You check. They didn't check the boundary line. They checked the boundary
mm,
rope,
yeah.
hmm
right? And that's where they focused, right? But we all saw that he was over the boundary line, which is
Yeah.
where
line.
the boundary rope should be. The boundary rope is really just for me advertising. It's a revenue generating,
Mm,
nothing else.
Yeah,
So if you move that in real cricket terms, that is a clear six.
mm,
But it's a career limiting move because you'll never, ever, 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 ever officiate in a World Cup.
yeah,
mm.
it is, bro. It's the bag,
It
boys.
was
It's
very sus because I did see there was like photos, reverse footage, from the other angles. And when I saw it after, I was like, okay. And then I'm sitting there thinking, so how come the ball went into the only part of the stadium where the boundary line was, I mean, where the boundary rope was behind the actual line? And there was just so much of like discourse about it. And I'm like, you know what? If that is the actual truth of where the boundary line actually was and the roping behind it, that is a six. I'm an Indian fan. I'll say it straight. That is a six if that's what it actually was. But I mean, look, take nothing away from the catch. That was one of the best catches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, fair.
Honestly.
yeah,
I clapped. I clapped. I clapped.
bro,
Unbelievable. And
Mm,
and
bro.
and that's clutch
We
moments, right?
champ.
Because that
mm,
was
Shit,
that
I
was the
was
deal
very
breaker. That was the deal breaker. Because
mm,
it's either you're chasing three in the last few balls, or you're
mm,
still on nine of three.
mm.
that's true,
So
bro.
so hey, my man,
Ah,
unbelievable, upsetting, but it's sport, guys, and that's what makes us
Yeah.
go back and keep watching it, right?
Yeah. No, 100%. That's why we
yeah,
still support United because you always think there's a chance.
Ah, man, I'm loyal.
yeah,
I'm loyal to the cause.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. We'll come back, man. I mean, if guys can still support Arsenal in 2024, I can definitely still support United in 2034.
100%. 100%. 100%.
I mean, I said to someone today at work because my work number, my profile picture is the United logo, and he said, "You put that with pride." I said, "What do you support?" He said, "Arsenal." I said, "We're the same." So you can't even talk to me. There's no difference between you and me, really. What's
Ah,
the
no,
difference?
we won a trophy, dog.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
won two trophies in the last 2 years. We
that's my
won two.
point.
Mm.
Okay, you qualified Champions League, you're gonna do nothing there. What
Mm,
else?
Anyway,
mm,
that's my thing. You're right,
What
please.
else?
mm,
It's
mm,
not like these guys are gonna challenge, bro. They're just there for vibes, bro. They're
mm.
basically gonna be
We
just
can win the
traveling
Europa
around.
League. We can actually
Yeah,
win the Europa League. Arsenal are not going to win the Champions League. Arsenal are definitely not going to win the Champions League.
They might join
and
us
it's
in the
fun.
Europa. Just saying.
No,
Exactly.
can't you can't go down because of the new format.
Mm.
You can't get. There's no relegations in the new one.
You see, that's
Oh,
why we
oh,
should. That's why we have to win the dog. If
yeah.
we don't
Then
win
we
Europa,
definitely have to win.
hey, bruh,
Yeah.
we, yo, I'm gonna lose my shit. That's what I'm gonna say.
Nah, but we've got the wrong manager to win the. If under Mourinho, we would have won it easily,
Oh yeah,
Ah,
for sure, for sure.
that's why.
easily.
But still, even if we under, even if we under, who's this guy? Rolani, bro. We should be winning Europa Leagues,
Hey,
Mm,
guys.
my
We
man, they
should be
fired
playing.
that guy. Man.
I know. I'm just saying, Man United, dude, big team, and we
Would
should
you
be
say are
winning.
you not willing to give him the next season?
At Chiefs,
No, no, no. Ten Hag
So,
at United.
so,
no,
Not at all.
no.
Phew. Okay.
That's how little I rate him. He's
He-
arrogant,
must
man.
get out of here.
He's
Yeah,
arrogant.
he is arrogant. He is.
I like
Yeah.
managers who can control the dressing room. I don't want to lie, and I'm not being biased, right? A lot of United fans will tend to say that maybe we just favor Ronaldo, but everything Ronaldo said on that Piers Morgan interview, you can see it coming out now
Hmm. Hmm.
from the facilities, and everybody bashed him, right? Like, oh, you're bitter, or this, the arrogancy of the manager. Chief, he's lost the entire dressing room.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
can see it in how the guys are performing. Chief, Casemiro. How do you
Yeah.
not get the best out of a player like Casemiro? Casemiro will put his head on the block for the teams he plays for. He'll put
Hmm.
Borna, everything in him, and you cannot get the best out of a guy like that. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, man. Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
I
It's made him
agree.
look.
I agree with a
He's
lot
made.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's like he's turned him into something that we don't recognize. I'm just saying with Casemiro, um, it's he's turned into a player that I don't even recognize, bro.
Mm.
Yeah,
Really,
man.
you
I
know.
mean,
But
how is that even possible? How is that even
yeah,
possible?
mm,
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I'm sorry, man. You can tell me what you want to tell me. That guy, nah.
he
Getting the
go that
United
way.
job. Yeah, getting the United job got in his head, right?
Mm.
And
Mm,
after it got in his head, then he became overly arrogant. Which for me, that's where you lose everybody. You lose everybody just like that, and that's exactly what he's done. So, nah, man. Nah, sorry, man.
yeah,
Don't rate
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Don't rate him. Not willing to give him a chance. Not willing to give him a season. I'm keen for a manager who's going to come in and we support, and he's able to build the confidence of the players again, man. I mean, now we're bringing in Ruud van Nistelrooy to do what? To sort of to say, oh, ex-United player, okay, fantastic United legend. Okay, maybe there's something. Bruh, we should be going guns blazing for a guy like Xavi Alonso. We
Mm.
should be going
Yeah.
guns blazing for a guy like that who can take a team that is nothing and make them win the league, be unbeaten up until was it the finals of the Europa.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the type of managers we need. The players were playing for him every single game, 40 games or something. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Mm,
Yeah, no, you're right. You are right, Marisa. But I think it's also a point of now we have the guy. I'm like I was telling X before you joined. I'm choosing to back him, but it's not just him. It's I'm giving him a chance with the new structure, with hopefully new signings that we spoke about. Hopefully we don't have injuries, and I think it's more of giving him a chance and flat out backing him. Look, if shit hits the fan, I want him gone. For me, it's standards. X, you always mention it. Standards. We're United.
Yeah,
We're not Southampton. We're not West Ham. There has to be high standards.
yeah,
If it look, if at the end of the season we are not in Champions League, we haven't competed, we haven't won another trophy, get him gone. Get him gone.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
We can't
I
keep because if Ineos are trying to build something, then what are they building at that point? If when we end the season we're sixth again and nothing, that's just rewarding failure.
yeah.
As it is now, the new contract, look, I understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, are they rewarding failure by giving someone who has failed in the last season, besides the trophy? We
yeah,
had our worst finish in the Premier League era, worse than David Moyes, and they're
yeah,
giving him a new contract. Like, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to say by that? But look,
Yeah.
give him the season. If it doesn't work, then build it. I
Yeah.
mean, break it down,
yeah.
start it up again. Don't have
Yeah.
a choice.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
But okay,
Yeah,
gents, this was
all right,
good.
guys.
Good
Yeah, I was
therapy.
about to. Yeah, yeah, very good therapy. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for availing yourselves. This was a very dope episode. Guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please, guys, like help a brother out. It's here, it's in your face. It's in your face. I don't need to say it. Just help a brother out. Yeah, guys, and thank you for availing yourselves once again through
Always,
Shogun
bro.
and Lise.
Yeah.
Much
All right.
appreciated. This is 3Z Sport. We are peace.